It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bengals at 10-4 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Looking in zone for Jones. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Still going inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll swing this out to Moss. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. You talk about this Lions defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Pulled in at the 24. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Whoa! Ric Flair!
To throw is Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
That is caught by Laporta. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Here's Goff. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Play action. It's Goff. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Super! We're good!
Throwing again is Goff. Eluding the pressure right. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, no reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
On one, ready?
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Gun. Gun.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. He completes it to Jones. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 94 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
76.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. This one swung out to Montgomery. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Goff now looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Williams, a man in motion right. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. He's got room to roam. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Now Goff. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Gibbs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I thought they were onto something with their play calling, kind of went in reverse a little bit, threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room.
And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's
I
miles. Now Burrow loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Now Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And Burrow going to throw again. Open man is Chase, complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Burrow will throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Just set. 11.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30.
Hey, Shell.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10.
Here we go.
On the give, here's Gibbs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Third and 9 here.
Ric Flair. Turbo set.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. With it is Brown. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go. That.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
On 1, ready?
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
11, Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
12. Let's get set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And taken right on the 30. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
We go tonight. Hey, kill.
Goff throwing again. Flushed out right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
11 MT. Dot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow looking deep here for Chase. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, 59 yards. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Super.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 172 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He'll buy some time right. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions extend their lead yet again. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now it's Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 11. Dot.
Burrow looking to pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Brian Branch with it.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career. And he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Maverick.
A give right side for Gibbs. Down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jack Potts to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way
And this will be caught at the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
12. Let's get set.
To the air again, Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
McPherson's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's caught by Montgomery. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Hey, Rick Wall. What's that?
They'll run with Gibbs. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
DC. What's that?
Again, it's Gibbs. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now, I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Here we go.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit.